Good morning, afternoon. It's my morning and it's 3:23 p.m. and I woke up and feels like my tonsils could be swollen. Okay. So we're doing some sour icebreakers because today, no matter what time of day it is, I will go to the gym. Because I told myself I will do that. So I was getting myself out of bed. So look what I'm doing today. I haven't done Thrive in a long time. It's been quite a while. We're only going to take one pill, though. Take one or two. I'm going to do one and see how it works out through the course of this short live stream. And I always say short. Oh, wait, hold on. I need my water. Yeah, voices. That's kind of what I want to do, but that's what I've been doing for a long time is being lazy. So I need to amp it up. And I love you, Iris. I love you, Nicole. Nicole was just here yesterday with her birds, and we watched a movie. It's nice that we're close enough to do that now, kind of. Love you, Michael. Hey, Perspective Reverence. Hey, Mia, Gulf Coast Mama. And by the way, Voices, thank you for the Carol. She made me like a little Carol thing of my hamster. Because Carol's she's over 2 years old now, and she's starting to move really slow, kind of like Sandra did near the end there. But she's not losing her hair, and she's not miserable like Sandra was. But anyways, gather around because we've got some stuff to talk about. And I thought when I do live streams now, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. And because I often like to respond to people, and I can see how that can be repetitive to some people. So I'm also going to do my testing of my intuition in the end. But I'm also going to be talking about some hot topics as well, because there's some things, and there's something Michael knows that is driving me up the wall right now. But I can't seem to stop watching it. And I want your opinion on it. So anyways, gather around, and I'm going to go get my ice water so I could get my Thrive.
No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances.
That's so cool!
I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My
By the way, I need to refill my liquid IV stock. Hey, Mandy874, Missy K, love you. Yeah, we miss you, Iris, and love you. And hey, love you, Peach. Gulf Coast, I love you. Michael's doing good. He's actually at a doctor appointment with his brother right now for his brother, but I think just a checkup or something like that. But I need to get a refill on my liquid IV stock because they're a sponsor on my channel. And I think I put in the description, like, you get a discount if you use my Save Robbie code for them. Dude, that shit is awesome. I used it when I've been hungover before, or hey, Jerry D, or just if you're feeling really crappy, and when I pull on my skin like this and it sticks up and I'm dehydrated, that stuff hydrates the crap out of you. But I noticed that they sell it in Whole Foods, and I don't know what other stores. And it's pretty much the same price, except you get a discount. So I put my discount in there. Hey, Ashley, I love you. I hope you're doing good. Hold on, let me see if it's on the screen here. Yeah, I think that's it. Save Robbie 82. Which, by the way, let me clear something up before we talk about this little. I don't think it's really a hot topic, and there's nothing hot about it at all. Let me swallow my Thrive pill. Hold on. It was melting on my cheek. Oh. You guys ever do that? You put a vitamin in your mouth to try to swallow it, and it starts sticking to your cheek. Hey, girl, Ryan, how you doing? Oh, you're back. Well, welcome back. Hey, Angie. I'm getting super excited about the wedding, by the way, guys, because we're getting a lot of people that are RSVPing and are going to be there, and it's going to be fun. We're debating on live streaming it, by the way. But speaking of celebrations and weddings and like I was saying with liquid IV, when I have like a hangover or whatever, there was a hey, living like Phoenix, I love you. I don't remember where it was, but somebody had said, you know, Robbie really needs to get his addiction under control because he said he's an alcoholic and he drinks sometimes. Bitches, I'm open as fuck with you. Okay. My problem was meth. And if you don't get that, register it through your brain. Now, do I prefer not to drink? Yeah. And I've been drinking a lot more lately just from stress, but I prefer not to. But I don't get belligerently drunk and go on meth benders like I used to. So to clear that up, that is to correct you. Okay. You shut up long enough to swallow the pill. Cluck, cluck, chicken lady, cluck, cluck, chicken. Cluck, cluck, chicken lady, cluck, cluck, chicken. Oh, I love you, chicken lady. Hey, chicken lady, did I pass the deadline for email me? Because I sent you something and I think the attachment was too big. Okay. As usual, that's what she said. You can't get it if you, you get it if you can't swallow the tablet correctly. I love to swallow pills. Give me any kind of pill, I'll do it. I just won't crush it up and snort it like I used to. Okay. Anyways, has anybody, I keep telling Michael, anybody see the new 80 for Brady movie that's been advertising? It's got like the 4, I think it's based on a true story, but it's got like the 4 kind of elderly women that are going on a road trip and they're going to they're going to see, like, I think they're obsessed with that football dude. So there's a movie about it that the movie actually kind of looks cute. Oh, okay. Perfect, chicken lady. And yeah, the attachment's too big. So I'm going to have to figure out another way to send it to you, I think. You seen it advertised? Okay, well, let me ask you a question, Peach. Have you seen the stupid song that goes along with it with Dolly Parton? First of all, I love Dolly Parton, love Cyndi Lauper, love Gloria Estefan. Who the hell is this Belinda Carlisle bitch and what is she doing up in the bunch? You are from Tampa? That's the football team was in Tampa? Well, the movie looks kind of cute. Tom Brady. My fiance correcting me on sports. Yeah, so they're taking like a road trip, but anyways, so they release a music video with Dolly Parton. It says that Debbie Harry, or from I think what's the name of the band? Debbie Harry, she said, and it was a time in between. Is that Blondie? It's Blondie, right? It says she's in the song and she's not. So you have these 4 people that their voices completely are like, they do not blend well together. You have Cyndi Lauper and Dolly Parton. Come on, gang. One is like completely out of control, fucking Christina Aguilera of the 80s. That would be Cyndi Lauper. And the other one is a saint. That would be Dolly Parton. Okay. Oh my God, Peach. Thank you. Hold on a minute. And I sent this to Lokomai the other day, showing her how angry and triggered that this music video makes me. And I'll tell you why. This music video drives me nuts, and so does trying to open this Thrive thing because I don't fucking have nails, and I've been trying to take the sticker off the chocolate for like 5 minutes while I'm sitting here talking to you folks. Oh, there it is. I got it. Good evening, Red Door Woman. So this song, yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Lokomai. This song is like a blend of singers that should never be blended together in a song, okay? Never. Their genres are completely different, which is fine, because you have country artists that team up with rap artists all the time and whatnot. But these, Michael, got it. I'm doing chocolate shake today, and I'm putting it in my frozen cuppy mug with the straw. So if anybody has not listened to this song, you need to do your homework and you need to go over and click on the music video that Paramount Pictures dropped. It's a very stiff, cheap, trashy music video. Now, with that being said, I will say, Eva, I do have my Thrive link. I don't know if it's in my description anymore because I don't really promote anymore, but I still do have a referral code. I believe it's in my description. If not, I think it's in my about section. There's a link for it. So anyways, this music video is full of fucking green screens. Okay. And I think I mentioned this somewhere else on somebody else's panel the other night. It's full of green screens. This, you have Dolly Parton, like Peach said, standing in front of a green screen of like, you could tell she's not in a real football stadium. Are you kidding me, Sally Ann? She's not in a real football stadium. She's in front of a green screen, and all of them are. And I don't know who Belinda Carlisle is. I heard, like, I looked her up, and some of her music I recognize from, I think, the 90s or 80s. Hold on. I have to show you something. I just love you, Sally Ann. Blondie lives up the street from Sally Ann. Well, shit. Maybe that's why she didn't make the music video. She's partying with Sally Ann the whole time. No, I'm not going to play the music video because God only knows, but hold on. These people and the way they dance in this music video severely triggers me. Yeah, the Bengals. Yeah, that's what she's from. So I think the problem is, you know how like the Moulin Rouge with Christina Aguilera and Maya and Pink, Lil Kim and Missy Elliott. That was a really good collaboration for like a movie soundtrack. Okay, because you get like a bunch of kind of like, people that could relate to the movie because they're whores. Okay. Well, I don't think Missy Elliott's a whore. She's pretty cool. She could be a whore if she wants to, though. I would support that. Christina, whore. Maya. Well, no, I think Maya's probably the only innocent one. Pink, I could see her being a whore. And Little Kim, I mean, she talks about swallowing semen all the time. Didn't she have to have her stomach pumped for swallowing? Hey, Michael C. Is that a true story? She have to have her stomach pumped for swallowing. Anyways, I'm getting off the point of the 80 for Brady. So I think what they did is, since there's 4 like elderly women in the movie, what is it? Jane Fonda, right? And Sally Fields, some other really cute old lady, and then the other chick that's in the other Jane Fonda show with her. I forget her name, but she's awesome. So they're like, what 4 older singers can we find and just throw together in a music video really fast and like throw down a green screen and make a really basic ass beat? Oh, let's get Dolly Parton. She's about ready to croak. That'd be fun, won't it? Ooh, Gloria Estefan too. Which Gloria Estefan is only like, hey Siri, how old is Gloria Estefan? That's kind of a
Gloria Estefan is 65 years old.
Really? So you're gonna throw her in there with the... She's not a golden girl. Is that considered a golden girl? Hey, Kimberly Jerome. Is that age 60? Yes, Lily Tomlin. Thank you. That's the other actress in the movie. Oh, Belinda Carlisle is from the Go-Go's in the 80s. Then she was solo in the 90s. Ooh, baby, you know what that's worth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Because you know it's not on YouTube because there's a bunch of bitches trolling and talking shit all fucking day long. Miami Sound Machine? What is Miami Sound Machine voices? Chicken Ladies. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. I'll have to redo it, but it'll be super easy. Because it's like a voice thing. You think 75 plus is Golden Girl age? Hey, Cajun, by the way. You loved her Dolly and Jane Fonda in 9 to 5. I don't think I've ever seen that movie, but I've listened to the song repeatedly in the mirror, and I could have possibly been in my underwear dancing as well. Well, it happened, okay? Now, I need to shake this because the powder's overflowing the top. Gloria Estefan is amazing. Actually, Iris kind of reminds me of her in a way. Oh, you're an Aussie, Michael C? Aussie. Hey, Amy, I love you. Speaking of singing And because obviously I'm not a music critic, but I will tell you what I think when you put four people together that are a complete fucking mismatch. Okay? Dolly Parton and Gloria Estefan's voices should never be mixed together. And you'll see why if you listen to the song. What's that fucking song called? What's the song called, Lokamai? Hold on. And then I'll get into what else I was going to talk about. 80 for Brady. The song is called Gonna Be You. Now, it has a really good chorus. And if Dolly Parton would have sang this song completely by herself, I would have loved it. Because I love Dolly Parton, and I think it would be like a really good song for her. The other bitches fuck it up. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Cyndi Lauper. I love Cyndi Lauper, but no. And you'll see why. And that Belinda chick, she needs to fuck right off, in my opinion. She actually triggers me the most, kind of worse than Snow White does. And you guys know that I fucking hate Snow White. The Disney version, not the Kristen Stewart version. Okay. The Disney one. You put Belinda Carlisle and Snow White in the same room as me, and there's no telling what would happen. Yeah, Dolly Parton is a national treasure, Gulf Coast Mama. She is actually a national treasure, and she is amazing. And so is Gloria Estefan. Didn't she get in a really bad car accident back in the day? And then she made that song, Coming Out of the Dark, after she like healed and shit. I love her. I actually kind of like the music that Belinda chick made like back in the 80s or whatever. But no. And the way she did, okay, this is what really triggers me, and then I'll move on. I promise. I promise I won't fixate on this, but I've been fixated on it for days, and I think even Michael's getting annoyed with it. Because I keep listening to the song. Oh, it was a bus accident. Oh, shit. Yes, she broke her back. But the way they dance in this music video and the way they move, you would think that they were in an episode of Barney, the children's show. Okay. These are 4 established artists that are like professionals, right? And it's cringe. You got to, you know what? Hold on a minute. You just got to see it. Maybe I won't play the actual song. But hold on. I'll do this. So you could see how this one bitch dances. Oh, it makes me so mad. Here, I'll speed it up. But then you won't see how stupid she dances in real time, but that's okay. You'll get the gist of it. You'll get the gist. Welcome to Barney, bitches. You ready for this? You ready? Hold on. Let me get this comment off the screen so we don't miss a beat. Oh, welcome, Michael C. Welcome. Let's go full screen with these hoes. Okay. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. If you get easily triggered, this is a trigger warning for cheesy stuff. And if you are easily embarrassed for other people, also another trigger warning. Okay. Because this is embarrassing. Now, I just want to show you. I sped it up really fast just in case because, it's a movie soundtrack and whatever. Now, Dolly looks good, but that is not a real football stadium behind her. Now, this chick has millions of dollars. You could afford to go rent some time to go stand in the middle of a football stadium. You do not need to be standing in front of a cheap green screen. Okay? God. Okay. Now, so far, harmless, right? Then in comes this Belinda bitch. Watch. Ready? Here she comes. She's the one that pisses me off. Look at her. She's dancing like she's in a Barney watch. Oh, do you see? It's almost like she should be on K-Love or something like that. And again, don't get it twisted, bitches. I am not dissing Christianity because I fucking love K-Love. And I also love watching Joyce Meyer. And I also love the Bible. I might have fooled you when I ripped up the other one, right? Might have fooled you because I'm about to get into that in a minute. She looks like a Karen. Yes! It's like, and listen, I mean, I don't want to diss, but this music video really is just cringy because like these are adults that it's almost like they're singing to children. That's what drives me nuts about it the most. Okay? Now, hold on, because I want to get to you, Gloria Estefan. Because you really, and I love Gloria Estefan, but I'm like, why is she doing that? It's almost like she's in a power, you'll see. It's kind of like she's a Power Ranger, the way she's dancing.
So I was lost for you. Who comes on this journey, don't let them join. Into the broken way you go.
See, look at her. Look, she's like a little, she's almost like, you know, on Barney, how they dance like this? They're like, that's how she's dancing. Hey, Penguin. That's how she's dancing. See, Boo Boo Kitty feels me. Now, hold on, because Gloria Stefan's really going to come in and start pissing you off. Let's fast forward to Gloria. Okay. What? See?
But still, you don't.
No! What the fuck are you doing, Gloria? What is she doing? She's like, come on, gang. Maybe is it because they're wearing jerseys? I don't know, but it's a very stiff music video. And anyways, I had to point out how much that triggers me because it kind of overly. Sally Ann. That's how I dance. Listen, but Sally Ann, you're not a professional, and neither am I, right? Neither am I. Which, oh shit, hold on. I'm spilling my Thrive all over the place. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that because where you stop Dolly, you've done her dirty. Oh, well, you know what? Dolly Parton, to me, in my personal opinion, she really can do no wrong. Okay. But I feel like this was a bad career choice. I'm just saying. And I don't know. The movie's probably going to do really good because it seems like, you know, one of those movies that brings people together, friendship, support and stuff. But it's like, it's really fucking cheesy. And the song is really cheesy. And like, that's why I told you guys I don't like Christmas get-togethers and stuff like that. That's like fake, where people are fake and like, oh, you're my friend forever. I'm going to support you. No, friends don't support each other forever, and they don't support each other in everything they do either. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's good to be there, but I don't know. It just triggers me, and I hate cheesy fake stuff, and especially when it comes from adults. So there's that. Dolly is quite the comedian. I hear Dolly has quite the potty mouth as well, is what her goddaughter Miley says. But speaking of, you know, singing and critiquing and stuff like that, one might say, well, who are you, you know, to critique? And by the way, I'm not really judging their singing style because they all have different styles. I'm saying they just don't blend well together because they're like way different, and it just doesn't go good together. But a pastor who has been on my ass, kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West is on to Dorothy's crotch, giving her crotch crickets, decided to make it, because I did a response video to Pastor Mill, because obviously he had something to say about when I ripped up the Bible. Okay. Now, again, let me remind you guys why I did that. I ripped up the Bible because I don't like when people use it as a weapon. And you know what the cool thing is? Because, you know, I love what's in the Bible, and I love that there's a lot of different things you can get from it. And there's a lot of positive things in there. And that's why I love listening to Joyce Meyer, because she's real the way she talks about life and like what we're here to learn. And it makes sense to me the way she talks about it. It's very non-judgmental. It's very open. It's very honest. And, you know, she makes it clear that people are imperfect. And I love that. I love anybody that can talk about the love that they have spiritually from their creator, regardless of what name they put on that, because that's a beautiful thing. I think spiritual growth in any way is a beautiful thing, especially when you can connect with like your higher power and with God. And to me, that is Jesus Christ. And you might sit there and turn around and say, oh, you blasphemous little bitch. You do not love Jesus. Yeah, I do. And then you might turn around and say, so wait a minute. You believe in God and you believe in Jesus, but you don't believe in the Bible. That's also incorrect. I do believe, just like a game of telephone, I believe there's beautiful written stories in the Bible that are, you could really learn from them. And a lot of them are very violent stories, by the way, very violent. But you connect to them in different ways. And I'm smart enough to know, and I'm really good at communicating with God. I call him Yahweh and Jesus. I'm really good at knowing when I'm having self-conviction or having that intuition or that feeling inside. You should always go with that feeling because that usually leads to what God is where he's trying to get you. So for example, like, and you'll be like, oh yes, how do you hear from God? That's stupid. Just read the Bible. That's where you hear from God. No, that to me, that's like a game of telephone. And I believe some of the stories, and some of them I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. And to me, God is common logic and common sense. He's not stupid. So if it doesn't make sense, it's definitely not coming from God. It's coming from the devil, in my opinion. So, anyways, one example, a way that like God speaks to me and I know it's God is when I'm trying to do something and I'm like, no, this is what I want in my life. This is, what I want to do. And God puts like roadblocks there. And it's like, why aren't you letting me do what I want to do? And literally, no matter how much you try to accomplish and be like, no, I know this is what I want to do, no matter what it is. Let's say that you want to, for example, there's been times where I've wanted to come on here and fucking cuss people out, which I have, but there's moments where, and this is why I know, I'm like, God knows how I feel and how I'm trying to get my feelings out. But there's been times where I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking cuss this person out, and God tells me in my gut, he's like, no, don't do it. And then I'll have signal issues. I'll fucking have tons of shit will get in the way, and I'll get so mad, and I'm like, oh, just let me do what I want to do. And so if you're like being discouraged, hey, Grandma Sherry, because you think like, oh my God, I keep trying to do something and there's things standing in the way. God doesn't love me. No, God does love you, and that's why he's doing that, because that's not what you're meant to do. So there's plenty of different ways God has spoke to me ever since I introduced myself to God and really opened my heart up to God and not to a Bible. So that, and plus I have tons of other Bibles. That's the thing. I can rip up a Bible and have another one and another one and another one because they're man-made. I will never rip up my relationship with Christ. And that is the whole point of what I did by ripping up the Bible. And it was for, shock value and entertainment and whatnot. But those are my true feelings. I do not believe that a Bible is going to save me from anything. And I know from experience and from having an actual relationship with Christ. Now, let me get into that part before I get into Pastor Mill's posts. This guy, Pastor Mill, who makes videos about people, and he's very instigating about it, and it's very evil, So there's some things that I just don't respond to with him and many other people. Okay. And also, if you take a look at Pastor Mill's comment sections and stuff, everybody that makes hate videos, that makes homophobic slurs about me or wishes AIDS or has wished my hamster dead or made fun of my past hamster, like really hateful stuff, have made fun of my meth sobriety and stuff. They're all over hanging out in Pastor Mill's chats. So, I mean, we call that hate bonding, right? That's not love. That's not God's love. And I'm also going to go over Amber's Alerts made a post to Pastor Mill, and I want to go over that too because it was really good. And I agree, Pastor Mill is a hypocrite. Okay. So then you might ask, okay, well, if you're homosexual, Robbie, and you ripped up the Bible and stuff, you're blasphemous and you're hateful. No. Nope. Again, hey Rachel, I have a relationship with God, and the only God, and this is where it gets like awesome. When I was told growing up, like, you need to believe this or you're going to hell. Believe this. Believe Jesus died on the cross for your sins or you're going to hell. You can't force a belief on somebody. So a fake belief out of being scared is not going to save somebody, because you may feel good. Like, let's say Pastor Mill may feel good if he like converted me, right? And all of a sudden I'm like, I believe Jesus died on the cross for my sins, which I actually do believe that. And it goes into way more detail I can go in later, but I do believe that. But I also believe God has come down in many other forms, which he has in the Holy Bible, by the way. Okay. So when I was told over and over, and finally I was like 13 years old, I believe. It was right when my uncle had died of cancer, and I've told this story a million times on my channel. I finally was like, this isn't right. Like, there's something off here. And I went into my bathroom and I cussed God out. And it was the first time I actually felt like I had a real connection and conversation. And it was like, you're not fucking real. Okay. If you were, I'm tired of people telling me that you exist, kind of like Santa Claus, and you're in that same category, God. And I cussed him out. And I'm not encouraging you to cuss God out, but be real with him. I swear you'll get an answer. And I said, if you're really Jesus, then you'll show me. Other than that, I can't believe in something that's not there. So I'm going to need you to do that because I'm tired of being lied to. And next thing you know, I get out of the shower. Okay. And this was not a prayer that anybody else heard, but God. I get out of the shower and there's a perfect outline of an angel in steam, and the rest of the mirror is clear, and the whole bathroom is steamy. So I wiped that shit off because it scared the shit out of me. And for almost a month, I remember every single day. And it was like a perfect vision and a very detailed of an angel. And I kept wiping it, wiping it, wiping it. It'd come back every single day. So that was the beginning of my relationship with God. But then over time, I've had my back and forth with God, like, God, this doesn't make sense. Or why, if, being gay is bad, why don't you change my feelings, God? Like, why wouldn't you take that away? Because I would really want to change for you, God. And I've even said, God, I will sacrifice that. Like, take the feeling of being attracted to men out of my head. And it never happened. Now it comes into Jesus. Well, how do you know Jesus exists? How do you know Jesus is your God, and why do you call him Jesus? Well, because I have been very open spiritually, and I have prayed out multiple times in many names. Like, hey, and I test it out. It's okay to test the waters. Okay. Amen, boo boo kitty. So hard to believe in anything lately, trying to mask your extreme depression right now. Well, I hope you get something from this, because throughout talking to God and getting really cool responses back and stuff, like shocking things and miracles that have happened from talking to him, the only name that has ever responded to me and helped me and showed me things and miracles is when I pray in the name of Jesus Christ. And that is a fact in my experience. So that's why I believe in Jesus Christ. And that's why I believe that, God has come down in forms to show us, like, I love you. Life is about learning. Life is about pain. You are going to experience pain in life. That does not mean you're going to go through misery and then die and be miserable. No, it's there to teach you something. And I believe that heaven is full of knowledge that all of us are going to share with each other and be like, whoa, you went through that. And I also believe in past lives and experiencing different things over and over and feeling different pain. So to people that say, oh, I'm depressed, or why isn't God fixing this? Maybe your pain is never meant to be fixed. I know that's not a very fun thought, but some people are in misery and they're just like, why am I in this consistent? You're learning from it. And just know in my faith that I know that once we pass over, it's all going to make sense. And you're learning something, and you have something to be that much more grateful for when you get to the higher level in heaven, full of knowledge that we're all going to share and be like, wow. And we can learn from each other's lives and stuff. And I believe it's going to be awesome. If you think heaven is just people floating around on clouds for no fucking reason, can you imagine how boring that would be? No, it's going to be amazing. And so that in a very small, tiny nutshell is my belief and my experience with God. So then let's get into, hey, Dommy Mommy Matrix. Let's get into, okay, so I give you a taste of my belief, right? So then, of course, you're going to have outsiders that are going to force their belief on you. Now, did you see how I explained my belief to you? Notice how I didn't say you need to do this or this is a fact and this is what happened and you need to believe that or else. No. I was sharing it with you because it's a beautiful thing. And it's very imperfectly perfect. Like I'm so imperfect, but it's perfect because that's the path. I know that every single thing I do, the mistakes, the bad decisions, everything, that's all part of my plan. That's all part of what's planned out. Coming against obstacles, people attacking you nonstop. I mean, I can relate to Jesus. That's the point. And God, what came down in the form of Jesus, in my belief, to say, hey, I'm here. I'm going to experience some pretty severe pain, but I want to show you I love you. It's going to be okay. And through me, so this is where it gets tricky with me. And then I'll move on to the community post. Hey, Oscar. So then people always say, you need to believe Jesus died on the cross to go to heaven. Well, a lot of people are very stubborn. They're not easily convinced, and they have trust issues. So how are you going to work around that and just force a belief on somebody? You're not. It's never going to happen. People have to experience something themselves. And when you finally experience like being open to Christ and just being like, God, do with me what you will, and I love you, that's why we need Christ in our life, because he really is the voice inside, and he leads you, and he's freaking awesome. And he's funny. He's got a fucking sick, twisted sense of humor, which I love. And he's a smartass, and he's amazing. But to me, the way I look at it is he came and he suffered and he did good shit, and he was blamed all the time, like a lot of us are on YouTube. He was attacked and eventually pinned to a cross and tortured until he died. And I believe he came down and went through that because he loves me and you, to show you, I know you're going through pain. I know how that is because I'm going to show you I'm going to go through pain too. So that's part of my belief in that as well. Exactly, Peach. You can never force anything on someone, and everyone thinks differently. God is a jokester, and God knows you stubborn people out there. I'm one of them. I'm not going to believe something because somebody tells me to. I'm not going to be scared into believing something simply because I've opened myself up to an actual relationship. So no matter where you are, I mean, there's a lot of people that go through their whole life and they die an atheist. And in my personal belief and opinion, that was their plan. Their whole life, maybe they were meant to have like that emptiness and not that connection with God, so they can experience a certain something that's going to teach them something, and they could be that much more thankful once they make it to heaven, realizing, oh my God, this is amazing. You're actually here and real. So everybody has their own life plan. So for us to judge somebody else's walk with God is like no different than somebody trying to get involved in our marriages or our relationships or friendships just from the outside and judging. So with that being said, let's get into Pastor Mill responded via community posts to I did a reaction to him reacting to me ripping up the Bible the other night. Let me go kind of full screen here. Amen, perspective reverence. Everyone's relationship with Christ is different. And again, some people, they don't have one at all, and they never will. Some people, are born, what about Helen Keller? Can you imagine? Anybody know what her faith was? Because I don't. But can you imagine, like, even trying to learn to function without being able to hear or see, but then also having to like go to a different level that it's almost impossible to trust in or believe? Who knows? What about people that eventually go crazy or get Alzheimer's? What about somebody who goes their whole life having a pretty much perfect relationship with God, perfect Christian, right? Let's say Pastor Mill eventually gets dementia and forgets everything, and then maybe becomes bitter and evil. And maybe in his dementia, he starts becoming interested in Satan or whatever. It's a part of life. Like, you're not going to remember everything. And do you think God's going to judge you because you simply forgot who he is? No. Amy says Pastor Mill will have to answer for what he's doing. Every knee will bow, even Pastor Mill. Amen. Dami Mommy says, your experience is beautiful. I'm not a part of any faith or religion, and even I thought you sharing your story was interesting and peaceful. I don't know how to explain it. That's amazing. And that's why I can't stand when when people are like, oh, oh, you have a new spouse, or do they believe in Christ? Do they have Christ? That's something a Christian will often say. They know Christ, right? They know Christ. Like, that's none of your business. Focus on your own relationship with God and you'll be fine. Okay. Don't stop being so nosy. You are not going to save somebody by trying to force your beliefs on them. It's not going to happen. So give it a rest. Hold on. I need to mute because with my glands being swollen, I need to cough really hard. Hold on. Okay. So, he did this one first yesterday. Now, remember, this is a pastor who doesn't judge, okay? So he says, as most know by now, I've been giving Robbie the truth of God and scriptures to save Robbie through my videos. A lot of it has been constructive criticism. I think number one, we can stop there and say any of your criticism according to your religion should not be done at all, because thou shalt not judge. So even if it's constructive, it's not your place to do that. And he says, of what he says about God in the scriptures. My videos, whether someone likes them or not, are biblically sound, and truth is truth no matter how you package it. Okay. And my truth is my truth with my experience, no matter how you want to package it. My experience is my truth. My experience is not, I didn't know the people in the Bible. I really don't know because I wasn't there. So I can only go off of what's logical to me. And I'm not going to have a belief if it's not logical. So a lot of the hatred and contradiction, because you contradict yourself very often, Pastor Mill. And I don't think you realize that, or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So, anyways, you say, I have fun with my videos and parodies and comedy to get a chuckle and to be lighthearted, but I want people to focus on the message of the videos rather than the lighthearted content within the video. I don't think, in my experience watching your videos, any of it's lighthearted. You're very angry because people don't believe the same way you do. So you go after them. Then you continue to say, I would also like to give Save Robbie more advice and a little tip about singing. I've been a musician for most of my life, as well as a singer, and had the opportunity to listen to some of Save Robbie's singing. I noticed he's a nasal singer. You can hear the nasal sound. I suggest when he sings, push up through the vocals rather than just from the throat. It avoids nasal singing. You sound okay, Save Robbie, but you could sound a lot better. That's my advice for today. God bless everyone. So clearly you can see the passive aggressiveness in his wording. Like, that was just unnecessary. And first of all, I don't give a fuck what you think about my singing. And I could only imagine, I mean, I would love to hear you sing, because if my singing is nasally or whatever, your speaking voice is very nasally. So I'd be very interested to hear you sing. So put some of that content out there. But see how he goes from like, I'm here to lead Robbie biblically. Now let's judge him and try to instigate. That doesn't bug me. So if that was your purpose, to try to insult me, I don't fucking care about that, because singing is a hobby for me. So anyways, 5 hours ago, he says, attention! There were several scoffers of Save Robbie's channel who tried to make a point that nowhere in the Bible does it say if a man rips up or burns the Bible or scripture that he is cursed. I said, Save Robbie may have cursed himself by rejecting scripture and burning them. So those scoffers, you should read. Well, but see, I rejected your hatred. That's what I did. I rejected you and your your obsession, and to let you know that you don't scare me. Like, you're not scaring me into aligning with your beliefs, which is what a lot of you often do. A lot of really insecure, and I say insecure Christians because I believe you are insecure in your faith. I believe you're trying to convince yourself of your faith to almost like convince yourself that you're right, that your faith, and I think everybody's faith is shaky often, but you're very insecure. Otherwise, you would have your beliefs and be like, okay, you know, if other people don't believe, this is really sour, by the way. This icebreaker is not helping my throat, but I don't have cough drops. I believe if you're confident in your beliefs, that you just would be comfortable in other people disagreeing. Um, Locomai says, I find it funny he talks about God's lessons, about preaching his word, and yet Pastor Mill preaches judging others and mockery, which is the antithesis of God's teachings. Yeah. He uses the Bible as a weapon to criticize you. Nobody should be taking Pastor Mill's advice, period. Absolutely not. And that's why I'm very confident. And the reason I enjoy responding to Pastor Mill is because he's really ruining and standing in the way of people having a relationship with God. That's awesome because he's making it complicated. He's scaring people away from it. And he's also making like a mockery of Christianity all in itself, because he's making it seem like you need to be this perfect person and you need like there's certain qualifications you need in order to for God to love you, and that is incorrect information. And so he's making non-believers and people that don't believe in God already, uh he's making it look like a joke to the point where they're like, "Pfft, what a joke that religion is, you know?" And they become closed off to it. You don't think he reads the Bible? I think he picks and chooses what he wants to read and like copy and paste and post, whatever will fit his narrative. And I mean, that shows. For example, he's putting here, who try to make a point. Nowhere in the Bible does it. Okay. So I said, save Robbie may have cursed himself by rejecting scriptures and burning them. So to those scoffers, you should read Galatians 1.9. It says, what I have said before, I will say again, if preaching to you scripture contrary to one you have received, the Holy Bible, let him be accursed. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and take a look at something real fast. Let me look something up. And also, I believe if you're rejecting and you're being super hateful and you're just being closed off, first of all, I don't see that as being cursed. I see that as kind of neglecting. It's kind of like not eating healthy or taking vitamins, like you're not doing something good for yourself. And I know from experience when I have separated myself from God, like when I used to do drugs, I felt very separated from God. Um, I believe that that really was bad for my health, even my physical health, because it really was. Um, Hold on a minute. I'm trying to look something up real fast. Okay. I just wanted to make sure of something. So it says, other words, if someone teaches a different way of scripture or denies the scriptures or gospel, let him be cursed. I'm not denying any of that. I'm showing you that you do not get to use the Bible as a way to attack other people. That's the whole purpose of that. Oh my God. Thank you, Michael. Sugar-free cough drops. Anyone's. Any sugar-free one. Amy says, I think Pastor Mill is a troll and pretends to be a pastor. That could be very possible. Because instigating behavior is like, I don't know, maybe not, because I do see a lot of people downtown and they stand in the middle and scream at people looking like a crazy person with signs telling people you need to repent right now. Like, to me, that makes them look like a joke. And Pastor Mill does the same thing. So he could actually belong to one of those crazy churches that they're very pushy and aggressive. And I mean, if you're representing God and really trying to sell his story and get people to believe in him, just like a car salesman, I said before, do you think you would walk into a car dealership if a car salesman was standing outside of a dealership holding a sign saying, you need to come in here and get this, or you're not going to have a good car, and like spiting you? and making you feel like shit about yourself, no. You're going to be like, I ain't going to that car dealership. Now, if you're easily convinced and you're a pushover, then you're probably going to walk into that car dealership. Hey, Sky Maiden, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. Navigator says he portrays himself to be this tough man of God, and he obviously watches you like a hawk. Why doesn't he ever come here to have a conversation? He won't. And I truly believe if he was confident in his word and what he says, then he would have no problem speaking to me one on one publicly, since he does it publicly anyways, and debating me and having a conversation on why he does the things he does, and really kind of validating what he does is good, because it's not spreading anything good. So it says, to the scoffers who claim the Bible says no such thing, you are wrong. I don't say things that are not true. I'm held to that standard. Unlike most, I do not disqualify myself in the eyes of men of God. If it's not in the scriptures, I do not preach it. God bless. Well, but Pastor Mill, the problem is you actually contradict yourself almost every time you make a video or post. Uh, Not only yourself, I mean, you contradict the scriptures that you believe in, because here you are like pointing out, and not just because you're not trying to help people, you're stirring the pot, and you're insulting people, and you are the complete opposite of what God's love is and what Jesus Christ's love is, to me, in my experience. And I think anybody that has an actual relationship knows the feeling. You're spreading anger and hatred, and you're also doing it in a drama community. Amy says those are not real pastors, Robbie. Real pastors have to be right in their life and faith, which he is not. I know 2 pastors that would never act online. Oh, no, not at all. No, and they would actually, if they truly cared, they would reach out personally and be like, hey, I really want to help you, or I believe this or that. And then if that person rejected them and said, no, thank you, like I would say to him, I'm confident, I'm good, then they would say, okay, no, I'm just going to pray and everything, I'm here if you need me. They're not going to push themselves and be ignorant like he is. Peach puts the verse, Matthew 7, is it 7:1? It says, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Yeah, and kind of eye for an eye, right? That's the way I see it. Sarah Davis says, surprisingly, people that don't truly believe in God know more about the Bible than actual Christians. Satanists are pretty knowledgeable about it, not calling him one. But yeah, I mean, and even if somebody is a Satanist, and of course people are going to clip this and run with it. I mean, I believe if that's what your belief is, and I can't judge you for that. I can't sit here. Now, would I ever get into Satanism? No, because I know true evil in the world exists. I think we all know that in our own way. It may have come at us through sickness or taking loved ones, taunting us with pain, physical pain, mental pain, depression, torture. Evil is around us everywhere, and you have to be a light in the world. And I know that I am a light. I know that because I make myself happy. I'm confident. I always like to. Now, I can often tend to focus on negativity, but I always try to find a positive way out of it. And humor is one of those ways. So you're supposed to be a light in the world. Pastor Mill, in my experience and opinion, he has no charisma. He has no like oomph for God. It's all like very monotone, and it's all dark. There's nothing that feels positive about anything that he's doing. And it's very evil, and I don't respond to him often, but there's some times where I'm like, yeah, no, you're going to be put in your place, because I feel that's what God wants me to do. And God wants me to do that not only for him, but to show people, don't let people like this ruin an opportunity to have a really awesome relationship with God, because it's freaking awesome. It's awesome. It's very up and down on my end because I'm imperfect, but God is always forgiving and loving, and shows me when I go through bad stuff, like whoa, God, that's awesome that I like came around and got out of it. And that's crazy that I thought I'd never get out of certain situations and that he was the reason that it was. Sarah Davis says, no light without dark, but the good things is only light can create, dark only imitates. I like that. Dami Mommy Matrix says, in Mexico, we have a saying, you only judge by the way you live life, meaning your judgments are based on your actions in life and what you do behind closed doors. I mean, we know that personally because, in my personal opinion, the way we treat others and karma and stuff, that's a way of learning. Um, I mean, that's just common. What you put out in the world, you get back. And I think that's why a lot of these people are miserable, like Pastor Mill, is because they are being tortured and they're doing things that they're not learning and they keep repeating the same bad behavior. So they're stuck in like this miserable whirlpool of misery and they can't get out of it. And so what do? They project their self-hatred or that pain that they have on other people and they're just stuck there and they're trying to get out. And maybe I can get out of this by telling other people what they're doing wrong and stuff. And no, you need to look inward and perfect yourself. And especially if you're going to have a craft such as teaching the Holy Bible scriptures, you really need to live by what's in that book if you truly believe everything. And clearly, we all can see, based on Pastor Mill's actions, he does not live by that book. He does not go by his own word. And then he'll point a finger at somebody like myself and say, "You're not going by the word." But I'm not trying to go by that. That's your belief. I'm not going to fall in line with your beliefs. I'm going from my beliefs and my experience. And if you were truly confident in yourself, you would be comfortable with me having a different belief. Okay. Lokamai says he is here to school Robbie on being a Christian, yet all he ever does is school him. And I'm going to stop there, Lokamai, because you can't school me on being a Christian if I don't really consider myself a Christian. I don't put a label on it. I often say, Christian because I have a relationship with Christ, but I don't fall under the categories of those religions. So you can't teach me to be something that I'm not, Pastor Mill. Hey, Bits for Life. Hey, Robert's May Queen. So I have a relationship with Christ, but I don't need to put a label on it to feel comfortable about what it is. I don't need to title it anything other than a relationship. And Lokamai continues to say, you never hear him say, yes, Robbie, that behavior the other day was very Christian. It is always mocking. Oh, yeah. And that's often with not only with Pastor Mill, but with a lot of these other people that clip me all the time, or they consistently will share clips of one of my live streams and like just consistently try to get my attention. And then when they finally do get my attention, they're like, oh my God, why is he responding? Or you're talking about me. Well, that's because you truly are. And I hate saying this over and over, but you really are obsessed with me. You always have been. All these people that do. And they never clip the good parts. They never clip parts where, maybe I'm having a really good therapeutic transition with God or with a certain situation and apologize or, do something fun or lighthearted or anything like that. That's never going to be clipped because these people are pessimists and they only focus on negativity, especially if it's in someone that they don't like. Peach found another good one. It says, James 4:12, there is only one lawgiver and judge who is able to save and to destroy. And who are you to judge your neighbor? Bingo. There it is. Yeah, you're not missing out on much Cajun true crime. But again, he hangs around a lot of hateful people on YouTube. So that alone, I mean, is very hypocritical based on his beliefs. Dami Mommy Matrix says, him being a pastor, in my opinion, he uses gaslighting techniques to manipulate the narrative that is convenient to his perspective on life versus following the books he so deems sacred. He is not paying attention to anything in there. JP's father was a pastor. Oh, okay. Fits for life. Your father was a pastor. He says, I assure you, not all Christians are the same. Christians should educate and love, and not all Christians act that way. Oh, I definitely know that. and that's why it is silly to me when I come across Christians like this, because true Christians are very um I mean, you're going to go based on the love that's in that book, and you're going to experience it, and it's going to shine, and it's going to radiate off of you. If you're miserable and you're keeping yourself in this misery, judging others for their beliefs, I mean, you can't be happy. And it shows me that you're very insecure in your beliefs, and you're basically trying to validate yourself and be like, oh my God, I want to be right. You, you're not going to be right all the time. That's okay. That's part of being imperfect. And that's the whole part of life. And God accepts you where you are, who you are, and what you're doing right now in this moment. Right now in this moment. Even if someone's sitting in a jail cell for murder, maybe they're about to murder somebody. Maybe, they're about to get murdered. Wherever you are in the world right now, whatever you're doing, however you're feeling, God accepts you and loves you. Period. And in my personal opinion, it's very simple and cut and dry. It's not complicated. People, you have to do this for God to do that. Nope, you don't. Not in my belief, in my opinion. And I'm not pushing that on somebody. Your ex condemned you to hell. Well, again, nobody else's job. Amy says if he was a real pastor, he would have privately contacted you and asked what he can do to help you and prayed with you. Absolutely. And if I would have denied that, he would have accepted it and moved on and had faith. If his faith was so strong, he wouldn't take it upon himself to be so aggressive. He would truly believe. If you truly believe in the power of Christ, then pray in the name of Jesus Christ that he'll change whatever it is in me that you want. But see, that would be a selfish thing. That would be something that you want, not what God wants in my life, because you don't know what path I'm supposed to be on. You don't even know your own. Nobody does. We kind of just live day by day, but it's not up to you to need to change me. That is not your responsibility. So you're really wasting your time. Now I want to get into Amber's alerts post, because it was a really good post to Pastor Mill. Give me a minute. Oh, whoops. God, her channel's so hard to find sometimes because I have to put the comma in Amber's alerts. Okay. Okay, here we go. Share. Okay. Okay, so Amber says, Pastor Mill, what exactly are you doing? Continuing going at Save Robbie. Here's my thing. Shouldn't a pastor be helping people, not shaming them? You are going to be held to a different standard with pastor, in quotes, by your name. So let's just say him and everyone you go at are troubled souls. Um, we're, they're not, but she said, let's just entertain that. Well, I think we're all troubled in our own way, really. Everybody is. Would it be better for a pastor to offer guidance? Instead, it's these judgmental, shaming videos. There is that whole thing, attraction, not promotion. You don't attract people towards you because you are giving off something spiritual they want. You push them away with your judgmental tone. It's also not your place to judge anyone's relationship with God or whoever they pray to. Really, though, there are so many things I would think a pastor could do to spread the word, opposed to making videos going at people in a drama community and attempting to use religion as a weapon. At the end of the day, there's only one judge, not you or anyone on here. Also, you offering advice on singing again, you know what you're doing, poking the bear. It's really passive aggressive. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. And that was really summed up perfect. And by the way, Amber is an awesome dancer. Here's some of her pictures. She looks like Bryce Dallas Howard. You should subscribe. Can somebody put, I think go back. I could put her channel link in the chat. Hang on. But that was very well worded. And I mean, for anybody to look, I understand there's a lot of people that, oh my God, I can't believe someone would do that, or Robbie said that, or you would do something like that. That's understandable. But as adults, we learn like you can't change people with your beliefs and getting offended. Um, it's just not going to happen, you know? And then by poking the bear, if you're truly coming from a loving place, you definitely would not poke the bear. Here's Amber's channel. I'm gonna put that in the chat. Oh, Locomai beat me. Yeah, Amber's a really amazing dancer. Really amazing. JP says, on the other hand, when others attack Christians, it also makes me sick. I'm a neutral individual in the middle. JP, I completely agree with that. I think somebody's belief, just like if somebody believes in aliens or not, right? You're going to go after that person and try to attack them because they do believe in aliens and you don't, or vice versa, or the Loch Ness monster, or Bigfoot, or, you know, flat earthers, anything like that. Are you really going to get that offended because they don't share the same belief as you? And, you know, that's often we see it in these communities. People get so angry if you're friends with somebody they don't like, or if you go into chats of somebody they don't like. And I often catch myself sending people messages saying, hey, just so you know, I just did this yesterday, actually. I'm not going to say with who, but there's two creators that they don't like each other. And I didn't really know that. And I just realized that. And I'm like, whoa, I go to both. So I sent them messages saying if there's anything I can do to help, but just so you know, because people go with rumors. If you see me in their chat or something, just so you know, it's not anything against you. And I really don't even know what's going on. But I wanted to tell you that, you know, just giving somebody a heads up. And it's shitty that we even have to do that. Okay. Um, Hey, I was just going over your community post, Amber. It was awesome, and you worded it perfectly about Pastor Mill. Also, I shared in my community post, Siren made a really good video to Pastor Mill. If you go over to my community posts, let's see, it's under Save Robbie. I'll put the link to that in here as well, because the thing is, like, obviously he knows he's going to get a response out of when you do that, because first of all, I mean, it your intention is to be offensive, and on certain levels it is offensive, you know. um Here's Siren's video to Pastor Mill. And that's why, like, Nicole was over here yesterday. She Nicole has a channel too, and we met on YouTube, but we often meet up and hang out and stuff. And, you know, we were talking about how it's so miserable to each day, like, sometimes catch yourself looking into, it's really hard not to look into when people make videos about you or a post or what they're saying. And it's hard to decipher what you want to respond to or not. Again, if I wanted to respond to a lot of these people, I'd be here all fucking day, 24/7, doing a stream nonstop. Nonstop. But there's only certain things that really I feel like are necessary. And sometimes I'll cuss people out and they do deserve it. There's sometimes I'll say things that maybe I feel bad about, like with GLM, you know. Supposedly she, from her own mouth, she said that, you know, a tragedy happened and it was her fault when she was younger and she lost one of her siblings with a house fire that she started. So when I was angry at her, she's wishing AIDS on me, you know, going after my sexuality and stuff. I made a dig at that, and I actually reached out to her through an email and apologized. Never got a response, and she continues to still run her mouth. That's on her. So people like that are trolls, like Ross, or like these little trolls that are really trying to use someone's name to like get attention on their channels and stuff. I'm pretty smart enough to be like, okay, yeah, I'm not promoting that. And I'm not tagging you either or anything like that. So because you don't deserve advertisement, you do that alone by tagging other people's names all the time. So you don't deserve that. But then there are people like Pastor Mill where, yeah, you're going to get a response, and I'm going to explain to you my beliefs because I'm very proud of my relationship with Christ. JP says a fake Christian is a hypocrite. He would know God will judge it. Super Christians. Yeah, God, and even God, like if you think God is this shaming, hateful, mean, terrible person, then no wonder you don't want anything to do with him. I don't blame you. If you're atheist or you just hate the idea of God, I wouldn't blame you for that. But it's such a awesome, amazing energy and experience that God gives you. It really is. Did I put sirens? I think I put it. Yes, sirens video. There it is. Love you, Anitra. I hope you're doing good. Peach says, I'm glad I'm doing different content to others in this community. It's sad how this community is getting buried with toxic stuff these days when there's good channels out there. Absolutely. And that's why I'm trying to change it up. And by the way, hit the like, because I've been posting on my other channels and it like screws up my algorithm, but hit the like button. Okay. I always forget to remind people of that, and I forget like how important it is. So I'm going to start saying that. But I'm also, that's why I want to mix the things I'm talking about with like, funny things that are on my mind, hot topics, and then also ending with my intuition, because we used to have so much fun doing that. So I am going to end by testing my intuition. And if you weren't around for this before, when I used to do this on my channel, basically, and here's another thing. It was Pastor Mill that said this, or I think it was him. And he's like, tarot is evil and blah. Intuition is intuition and everybody has it. And we should all be practicing it. And it's amazing what happens when you do like practice and see what's on the inside. And I also do it with my angel cards or my fairy cards. So I'm going to end my streams like I used to on testing my intuition. So if you don't know how it works, it is for entertainment purposes only, to test my intuition to see if it's correct, because oftentimes you'll be surprised and you will be first, bitch for life. Okay, you will be first. And I'm feeling the angel cards in this moment. I do need to burn some sage though. And see, this is my belief. I believe in intuition. I believe in listening to the voice inside and all that kind of stuff. And then of course, Pastor Mill will probably have something to say about this, but I don't care, because it's my belief and it's not yours. So mind your own P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? We're going to burn the sage candle as well for protection. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. And we're going to burn a little sage. Okay. So basically how it works is the first thing that pops to my mind when I go to the next person who wants me to test my intuition, whatever pops to my mind, no matter what it is, I have to say it, and then I pull a card to like validate it. And it's really weird because some things are really weird. Okay. And perfect timing for Michael to walk in. Maybe we'll test our intuition on him. Love you. Oh, wait, that's not Michael. That's the other bitch. You totally believe in intuition? So do I. But so, bitch for life, I'm sensing something with strawberries. I think like an allergy. Hey, shift happens. Hey. Hey, we're testing my intuition and we're doing it with cards. You want me to test yours?
Sure.
Okay, I'll do it after bitch for life. So I'll get to you. Ooh, one hopped out. Bitch for life. Something with strawberries. And I'm sensing it could be like an allergy, something maybe that you're not even aware of. That something maybe bloating, something's happening that you can't figure it out. Maybe you haven't looked into strawberries yet, possibly. But it says, let your past go. Okay. It says the burden of carting your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Is there anything with strawberries though, bitch for life? Anything? Okay, I need my fairy cards because I love the fairy cards too. So who said after her? Yes, Cajun, you can call me after this. I am going to go to the gym and I have to clean and stuff. But yes, we can do that. I think the next person that said pick me, I'm going through. Is it Lokamai? It has been long. And you know why, Jerry D? I think when you surround yourself with negativity and your mind is clouded and stuff like that, it's weird. Butthead, the first thing that I'm sensing with you is like I got a really bad headache right here. Like my head is pounding. The first so I have to go with whatever I feel first. Something like with head pounding really bad. And your card is travel. An upcoming trip proves to be a life-changing experience in positive ways. Maybe in Vegas. Maybe double wedding in Vegas. Okay, Lokamai. Lokamai, I'm sensing see, and again, I have to go with the first thing that pops to mind. Something with frosting on a cake.
Sounds good.
He's always craving cake, him and Michael. Could it possibly be a birthday or something that you're planning or something with cake? But it says patience, please. Maybe you're planning on something with a cake and you're like not having patience with it, but it says what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Cake? Now Shift is going to Shift sends me voice recordings of things that she's chewing and she has me guess, which by the way, did I get it right? Okay, Amy's next. Amy, I'm sensing something with like stains. Are you trying to get a stain out of, I feel like this is like something that's been going on for a long time that's driving you nuts with stains. See guys, you got to go with whatever and you can't change it or else it's not your intuition. Something with a stain. But it says love life. Maybe not focus so much on like the cleanly or superficial part about whatever it is. And it says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Maybe there's some stains like on your romantic life that you're trying to fix and you just need to accept and realize, okay, not everything's going to be perfect. So you just accept it for what it is and let the stains stay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Angie Marie. For some reason, I got celery and peanut butter. Are you trying to save money and like eating cheap vegetables and snacks and stuff like that? Because that's what I'm getting. Or it says for a birthday. Maybe you're trying to eat healthy, or maybe you're going to a birthday party where you know, like, okay, I'm trying to eat healthy, so I'm gonna have to stick with this at the birthday party. But it is saying a significant birthday holds the answers to your questions. Maybe something really good's going to happen on your birthday as far as like diet or whatever it is. Yeah, God is good with me being doing these readings. Okay, Jerry D. We're going to do Jerry D next. Ooh, I feel, all of a sudden my nose started itching like I have dry skin around my nose or something really bad. Almost like my face is going to break out in a rash. That's what it feels like. And I feel like maybe this isn't like an allergy. It could be like something that maybe could be deeper than that and needs to be looked into. But it's saying spiritual teacher, Jerry D. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So maybe that means like you have an itch for that or something that you need to get at. Maybe you're itching for that. And also, if going with that card along with what I said, maybe that means like you need to start trusting the feelings in your body and stuff like that to better test your intuition, kind of like I'm doing right now. And maybe part of that, your nose is a part of that tool. Maybe smells, pay attention to feelings and smells and stuff like that. Okay, I won't pick you, JP. Okay, Cajun true crime. Something, ooh. Now this is where it becomes tricky because when you get something like really is serious, you have to go with your intuition and you have to say the first thing, no matter how dark or weird or anything it sounds, but it's, and I try to say it in a nice way. Something, is there something with throat cancer? Now, it might not be her. It could be somebody that passed on that has this or something, because that could also be what it means. But I'm getting that really, really heavily. I don't know if you've lost somebody from throat cancer or something, but it's saying let go. Saying, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. Maybe you're not letting go of something, and you know how sometimes we hold anger or negativity in certain parts of our body, and that can cause, in my personal belief, I believe that can cause cancer and unhealthiness and stuff like that. So maybe you're not letting go, and that could develop into something like that. Hey, Mel Hawks. Let's see. I'm trying to go to who says pick me so that I'm being fair as I'm going down, because I sometimes I miss a lot of people saying that because I'm yapping. Robbie is just hangry right now. I am kind of hungry. Michael made lasagna yesterday and we played video games with my nieces all night after Nicole left. Yes, hit the thumbs up, bitches. Smash the thumbs up. Ooh, Peach, this is weird. My butt started itching, my left butt cheek. Right when I thought of you for some reason. Now, this could be, I don't know if it could be from Nair. Maybe shaving our tushy tushies. Maybe it's because I shaved my tush last week. Maybe there's hair growing in. That could be it. But I'm really focusing on that area of my body right now as far as my butt itching. Not my butthole. Butthead said, oh, your butthole? No, just my left cheek. Holiday. Peach. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation retreat or holiday getaway. Maybe you're going to get a sunburn on your ass. That could be very possible. Okay. Hey, Sam Hill. Oh, yes, Kelly. I scrolled up. You're the first one I said pick me again. So we're going to go with Kelly. Kelly, have you ever shaved under your head under here? That's something I'm sensing with that. You know how girls like shave under their hair or something? Are you debating doing that again or something? You ever shaved underneath your hair? Or is there like a reason you need to? Now, this could be serious too, because I'm also sensing maybe it could be something that, again, I have to say it, or else I'm going to be lying and just trying to pick something else in my head. Have you ever had like your brain, and this isn't to scare anybody, and this is for entertainment purposes only in my intuition, maybe check for like brain tumors or something, because maybe that's why I'm seeing like shaving of the head underneath or something like that. Okay? But it's saying practice, practice, practice. Kelly, I don't know, maybe you're training to cut people's hair or something, but it's saying with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. Maybe you're wanting to do that and you're just not confident enough to shave your head underneath. I don't know. Robert's May Queen, yes. And I'm not seeing any of the responses from my intuition. Kelly's saying, no, it is hot pink. Okay. Amen, Sam Hill. And Sam Hill, you're always awesome about your relationship with God and all that. And yes, Ross is just an instigating piece of shit who would never say to my face the things he says online. True story. Okay, Robert's May Queen. Oh, this one is, I'm seeing a like one, it looks like a 2x4 or something. And blankness, almost like you're trying to build something, and this might not necessarily be like a shed or a building or a house or anything like that, but I feel like I'm only seeing one piece of wood for a reason, and I feel like you have big plans to build something, Robert's May Queen, but you don't have enough resources to do it. I think that's why I'm seeing the one piece of wood, but it is saying admit to yourself, admit your true feelings to yourself. Maybe that means accepting things that you have big goals for or dreams, but they're just going to never happen. I know that sounds negative, but it's saying be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Maybe this is something that somebody else is influencing you to change or build about yourself or do, and it's just not possible because you don't have enough resources, or maybe you need to find those resources. Okay. Don't give kids Gatorade before going to get pictures done. Oh, were they making a lot of bathroom trips? PB&J. I could only imagine. Oh, Robert's May Queen said, yep. Amen, Just Maddie. And I'm going to do Just Maddie for a second because, and this is weird. This is when it gets weird because then you feel like maybe somebody from the other side is talking to you or something. And it seems like this person could be an older male that kind of resembles Santa Claus, the beard. But that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing. I'm seeing like a past, it's like a vision and like somebody's trying to contact you and you didn't even ask for it. Maybe it's Michael. Love you, Michael. Hi. So I'm going to pull a card. It's saying debt paid off. Now I feel like whoever this man is maybe there for you, like watching over you, trying to like tell you something to comfort you of something.
4 different bags of cough drops, and that was it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Were sugar-free,
So maybe this person's trying to send this message to you saying the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So maybe you're worried about finances right now or something. And I feel like this person is trying to comfort you, whoever they are. Maybe it's your spirit guide. You're saying, hi, Michael.
Hi.
People told me to stay away from Robbie's channel, but I figured I would check him out and be my own person. See how that works out. I don't even tell you not to go to other people's channels that are dicks to me. I just say, if you talk shit to me about me and they're the fuck.
Oh yeah, breathe. Do you want one?
Don't tell me to breathe. Yes, thank you. Eat a dick. Oh, that was spot on. Perfect. I love that. Amber. Yeah, I'm testing my intuition. You really want celery and peanut butter ever since Robbie said it. See, I just motivated you. Angie wants celery and peanut butter.
Oh, well, I love celery and peanut butter. That's really good.
Amber, I'm getting like a prickly, like this is weird. Like when
Hi, baby girl.
you shave something and hair grows back in. Did you just shave your legs and it's growing back in? Maybe you have razor burn or something. Hey, MKB, the chatterbox. How you doing? That's what I'm getting, but it's really weird. And I know this is really weird, Amber. And perhaps maybe I should tell you offline, but I feel like, okay, I'm not going to say who I'm thinking of. This is weird, but again, I have to test my intuition. I have to say what it is, or it's a lie. Is somebody that you are an influencer of, I'm trying to put this in wording that is nice, like appropriate, thinking about transitioning. Is there somebody close to you that's thinking about that like you like influence heavily? But it's also saying marriage. The fairies join you in the celebration of wedded bliss. Maybe because you're coming to my wedding, or maybe you're going to transition and marry a woman. Hey, Life in the Red Kim. Maybe that's possible. Hey, excuse me. So I saw that. Where did he go? Once did a classic stream with Brutally Lauren helping people in their recovery. I still remember that. Yeah, that was a good stream. Where the fuck did he go? I want to highlight his. Wait, what did Amber say? Oh, she didn't respond yet. She's probably laughing at me. Like, what an idiot. Okay, JP Hansen. Oh, I feel like there's, people have like technical difficulties and they're trying to get something done. Kind of like I was saying earlier with the person with a piece of wood building something, but like not having enough resources. I feel like there's something like with technology, JP Hansen, that I'm seeing that like the technical aspects are just completely impossible. There's like an impossible goal to reach technically. But hold on. Oh, it's saying children. I don't know if you have children, but it's saying your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. So maybe you're being technical and putting your attention in areas where maybe focusing on children is your life's purpose, having kids, or if you have them already. Peach, that's because I'm feeling the spirit.
Hi, Peach.
Michael says, hi, Peach. Amber's alert says, not that I know of. Maybe I just don't know it yet. Maybe you're going to wake up one day and you're going to wake up and grow a new dick, Amber. And just Maddie's got an ingrown dick. Wow. Yeah, that's what they just said. They got an ingrown dick. That's pretty impressive.
What is an ingrown dick?
I think it's a vagina.
That's kind of what
Sky Maiden says, say hello to Michael.
Hello, Sky Maiden.
I'm going to go with MKB. Now, this one's difficult because, again, I have to say the first thing that pops to my mind, or else it wouldn't be going with my intuition. And when it's like serious things like cancer and stuff like that, which this one's not, I try to word it better and not just let it fly off my tongue.
Now I want peanut butter because they said peanut butter.
I said peanut butter.
Someone said peanut butter.
You always want peanut butter.
That's true.
I feel like maybe there's like I almost want to say like a childlike person that you see. It could be a younger person that you just is not your kid, or something that you look over. It could be a friend's kid or something that's dealing with like a really heavy drug problem right now. And you feel kind of helpless. That's the intuition that I'm getting with that. And I hate saying that. But again, I wouldn't be going with my intuition if I wasn't saying what was on my mind. But it's saying you've got the power. Maybe you feel helpless in it, but it's saying use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. So whatever that helpless, feeling is over somebody, maybe you feel like you're somebody's doing something that you really care about. That's almost like a kid to you that you just feel like you have no control over, but you do. Isn't that fun? You said technical issues and I hit something to set you at 0.75 speed. So I was talking slow, Kim. I'm going to do Kim. Ooh, I've got a really positive feeling with this one. Ooh, I almost got, when your hair sticks up, like not when you're scared, but out of like goosebumps, like out of excitement. Peach said hi and she loves you. But I'm seeing like a really positive, it's a change. I almost feel like a career upgrade or even promotion or change, but it's something like really, really exciting and beneficial. Hell, maybe because it's tax time. Oh, I'm spot on. Ooh, that's awesome. See, I like being able to hear back from people. Oh, are you planning on having more kids with Crafton? Saying your connection with children is a part of your life's purpose. Oh, maybe you're doing something with children. Of course, don't dox yourself. Maybe that's part of the new course, possibly. Okay. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Sandy Blue. Yeah, give me just a second. Excuse me, Al. I'm seeing rushing, almost like, are you rushing for spring? Because I'm seeing like rushing to plant seeds, or again, this might not be actual seeds in the ground. It could be seeds in your life. Like, how you plant something and like God says, if you plant good seeds, it'll be fruitful, bad seeds not. I feel like you're rushing into planting things in the wrong area or possibly the wrong soil. But you're excited about it. And you got summer. That's crazy. Everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So maybe this is an actual garden. Give it till summer. Excuse me, Al. Okay. Don't you rush your garden. Hold on, because Sandy Blue wanted a card. Sandy, I feel like you're not being honest about something. I feel like it could be. I don't want to say like, yeah, it's almost like in a social setting or a social group. And I don't sense it as like social anxiety or anything like that. I feel like it's something maybe you have a purpose or an agenda, and you feel like not being honest about who you are is, or like, being yourself around people that maybe they won't accept you. But at the same time, I feel like you don't really give a fuck. But I feel like bottom line, like just be yourself, but it's also saying do some research. Okay. Maybe you're trying to figure out something about somebody undercover, or, I don't know, maybe if you have a spouse, you think they're cheating or something. So you feel like you have to go undercover and lie about things, but maybe not. Maybe just do research on the situation, because you need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. Okay. I'm going to go shortly because this cough drop is really starting to numb my throat. Yes, Wisdom, I will draw one for you. Now, if you don't know, I just test whatever feeling I'm getting at first. Wisdom, I'm feeling like I don't know if it's a broken arm or leg, but like a big bone that's been broken, I think maybe in the past. And there's like this pain that never goes away from it. Maybe if it gets cold outside or anything like that. I feel like you feel helpless. And something is telling me that you need to start, if you're not already, you need to start doing like, even if it's little exercises each day in front of the TV, like get up and move. And that'll somehow help whatever this pain is. But I feel like it's from a broken bone. It's also saying let go. Maybe you're holding on to stress that's putting pain into your body and stuff like that. And you're sitting still, kind of like, I can relate to this. You sit still and you get tense instead of moving your body and, not being so stressed out and tense. So it's saying, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. You're welcome, Sandy Blue. What did you just say? Hey, it's your turn in golf, by the way, butthead. We play iPhone golf together, and it's his move. I'm going to do Alicia. Now, Alicia, I think you're too young for menopause, but are you getting hot flashes for something? I feel like heavy, like hot flashes out of nowhere or something like that. Like sweat, just sweat. It could be because of your emotions. It says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Maybe something's driving you nuts when it comes to like a relationship or something, maybe a friend or anything like that. But I feel like maybe when you get mad or something, do you get really hot? You dread being tense. You live for relaxation. Okay, Navigator. Navigator, the first thing that popped in my mind is sharks. You're not planning on going swimming with sharks or going into an ocean or anything like that, are you?
It's fun.
Michael said it's fun. I almost feel like this is something you would find fun.
It is fun.
And I feel like maybe it would be a positive experience, but it's saying do some research. So you need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. Could also mean that there are sharks surrounding you metaphorically. People. Maybe that can pretend to be friends. And really they're a shark. They're ready to eat you fucking whole. Being loose is always nice than being tense, in my thought. Except in a couple other areas. Bye, JP. Sharks are badass. Alicia said, yes, I get hot flashes nonstop. And yes, the card makes sense. Perfect. See? You got to go with your intuition. You practice it. And it's really fun to exercise it. Because you could be wrong sometimes, but I feel like the only time you're wrong is if you be like, oh no, I don't want to say that. That's too much. And then you try to change what you're going to say. I feel like that's when you're screwing with your actual intuition. Too young to, yeah, I think she is too young to have hot flashes. Thank you, Lokamai. I haven't done readings in my Patreon for a while. I thank you for the people that do support my Patreon, because with everything that's gone on and stuff, I've been really shitty about even uploading member stuff. So thank you for your support, being a member or patron. I appreciate that. See, he said there's a lot going on. Sky Maiden.
Are you coming tonight?
Huh?
Are you coming tonight?
I was gonna clean and go to the gym and stuff, but I don't know. What time?
You can come anytime.
Yeah, I got to get my ball fitted.
You can come anytime.
I got it. So they're like professional, really good bowlers. They have their own like balls and shoes and all that stuff. And for Christmas, I got a really cool green bowling ball, but I need to get the fingers fitted in it, which is crazy. I'm not going to say who, because I don't know if they'd want me to. But one day Michael comes home, and hang on, Sky Maiden, I'll get to you in just a second. One day Michael comes home, he's like, there's a person at the bowling alley that watches your channel. It's like, what? So the person that does the fittings is actually a regular viewer and a commentator. I don't know if they want to say who they are. Yeah, and they're like, they own the little, what's it called? Pro shop?
Pro shop, yeah.
There, and they're a viewer of mine. And they saw Michael and they're like, what did they say to you?
They contribute to our GoFundMe for our wedding.
They also contributed to the GoFundMe wedding thing.
And he watches you all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And as soon as I walked in, he's like, hey, you're Save Robbie's boyfriend. And I was like, hey, who are you?
Yeah, they're really cool. Nice people. Your ex has a 300 ring. Michael will know what that means. What's a 300 ring, Michael? Oh, bowling?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Butthead
Nice.
said too.
Perfect game.
A perfect
during
game.
league.
Perfect game during a league, they said. So anyways, Sky Maiden, something mechanical. I almost feel like I don't think it is a car. Looked like an engine at first, but almost like an old watch or something. I feel like you're trying to get running again. You know those things that they're like wheels with spikes and they connect to each other that move? I don't know if it's a bicycle or a clock, but I feel like there's something you're trying to bring back to life mechanically. So it's saying your desire is within reach. It could be metaphorical. Maybe it's something you're trying to inspire, but I feel like it's mechanical. Saying have faith as everything is working in your favor. So behind in chat and you heard your card. You're welcome. You're welcome, Navigator. Robbie, put on a teaspoon of instant coffee and add hot water. Drink fast, and your wiener grows. Try it because I keep saying that on shorts, and let me know if it works. Hey guys, we got to take a teaspoon of instant coffee, add hot water, drink it really fast, and our penises will grow.
My penis is big enough.
His is
Yeah.
big. Yeah, we've all got big dicks here.
All of our penises are big enough.
We all have big dicks. Huge. Okay. Anyways, mini golf, Amber's alerts. It's always fun until your child nearly kills someone with a bowling ball. It's midnight there, so Sandy Blue is off to bed, but you'll be back. I hope you have sweet dreams. I'm going to get off here in a minute as well. Hey, Mary. Hope you're doing good, Mary. And I just looked at Lokamai's things. Lokamai, are your eyes dry? My eyes got really dry when I looked at your...
Hi, Loco.
Michael says, hi, Loco. You hate it when there's a missing person. Absolutely. Zero physical description. Come on, guys. Help if you knew specifics. Yeah, that would help. Sorry, Mary. Your eyes are really dry, Lokamai? Oh, maybe this business venture you're working on has been drying out your eyes. You working on something like overtime and your freaking eyes are dry from maybe staring at a computer screen or something, saying trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. Maybe that shit's going to dry your eyes out too. Can you dip your balls in soy sauce and tell me if you can taste it? Hold on.
If you can dip your own balls in soy sauce and taste them, then you're a fucking gymnast.
No, I think what she's saying is if you teabag the soy sauce and dip, that it'll seep through your ball sack and you'll be able to taste the soy sauce in your mouth.
Well, your partner can taste your soy sauce off your ball sack, but you shouldn't be able to taste your own ball sack.
Is it something that would be licked off of the sack or just tasted through the pores of the sack?
All depends, really.
Ball.
All depends on how deep you want to dip them.
Yeah, how deep we talking? You heard that once and you were told it doesn't work? No, what'd you do?
I moved our candle over here because it's...
Oh, yeah, I did see that last night. No, I will. Do you guys want me to go into the bathroom and dip my balls in soy sauce on camera real fast? I'll do it before we go.
In the bathroom, you're not really doing it on camera.
No, I'm going to bring my phone in there.
Oh, I can film it for you.
Can you get me some soy sauce? Okay, he's going to get some soy sauce. I'm going to go stick my balls in soy sauce. Well, I'll do the coffee thing later because I'm thriving. So, okay. Got the soy. I'll go ahead and log in my phone real fast. Love you too. Okay. Do you have the tripod? Where's Melissa Jade when you need her? I need a tripod.
What are you doing? You are not dipping your balls in soy
I'm going to dip my balls. I'm only
No,
going to
you're
show my
not.
face. Yes, I am going to go dip my balls in soy sauce.
Why?
And I am dipping my balls in soy sauce. I bought me a whole
hear
4-pack
Brady?
of these.
Blackhead said he's never using soy sauce in this.
Oh, no. I'm not going to dip my balls into this. I need a bowl.
Babe,
You need a
missed
bowl.
The trash with your.
I apologize about that.
Well, I don't know where it went. I found it.
Angie said I got all night for this. Okay, hold on. I'm
What do
going.
you need? Why are
Just
you
a
dipping
bowl.
Why are you?
Because I
dipping your balls in
told
soy
them that I
sauce?
would practice it for them.
But why? What is the practicing dipping? Why does this need to be done?
Hold on, I gotta mute that. It needs to be done.
But why is there a practice? What?
Hold on. I gotta.
That is why.
Okay, I think that's better. I don't think we're echoing now. Okay.
But they don't hear.
Huh? What?
Why? Are you dipping your balls in soy sauce?
Because I want to see if I taste soy sauce in my mouth.
Why are you gonna take? Do you taste soap?
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Okay. It's fine.
You're silly.
It'll be fine. All right. Hang on.
Did they hear you?
Yeah, you want to sit here with them? You sit here with them.
I don't have time to sit here. I have
okay.
to get ready for bowling.
All
But
right.
you don't taste soap when you fucking wash your balls, do you?
Sometimes.
Well, then you're fucking putting the soap in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Here, I'll use a paper plate.
No. You're a dork.
I'll use a paper plate. Hang on, folks. Hang on. Okay. We're going into the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Now. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to turn my camera around. So. Oh, shit. I don't want it that low because then you're going to see me dipping. Oh, fuck. Okay. Front camera. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Here, why don't you look at the footprints? That's for Pastor Mill. Okay. Actually, let's put this a little higher. Hang on. Okay. All right. Now, I'm trying to prop it up because I can't find the tripod. Perfect. Okay. Now, how do I remove one guest? I'm going to remove that one. That way we are full screen. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the soy sauce. Jesus, hamsters and footsteps. That's the footsteps versus. Amy got that for me. Amy, are you still in here? She ordered that for me a long time ago. Now, there's the soy sauce. And I'm going to dip my ball sack in it. So hold on. I'm pulling down my pants. Now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's resting. My ball sack is resting into the soy sauce right now, Rosalie. I'm dipping my balls in soy sauce to see. You guys! I don't know if it's the smell that's coming up to my nose. It does! I'm not kidding, Michael. You gotta come dip your balls in soy. Listen, this could be mind over matter. Or maybe, no, I think I can taste it. Because the smell is really strong. Maybe it's because the bathroom door is closed. Yes. No! Don't lock it!
Why do you have me locked out?
Because I didn't want you to see me dipping my balls in soy sauce.
You think I haven't seen you do worse?
It does work. But it's not like a taste on your tongue, but it goes through your
Not.
Yes, you can.
No, I am not dipping my balls in
Come on,
soy
dip your balls.
sauce.
Oh, you're dipping the soy sauce.
No, I'm not. You smell it, so the smell is why you're tasting it.
No, I can feel the
you
sensation. You've never dipped your balls in soy sauce, so
No,
you don't know what
right,
you're talking about. He has no idea what he's talking about. You're welcome, Angie. He has no idea what he's talking
What
about.
did she say, Michael? You what?
What? They said do it, Michael.
No, I'm not doing it.
That's a clip panel quote. Michael, you got to come dip your balls in soy. It does. I'm telling you, men out there, or maybe women, try. Well, I don't know if that'd be healthy.
You want to have
might
them
get
dip their pussy?
Soy infection. Yeah, it's like just the clit, or yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm
it's
draining the
true.
soy sauce into the toilet.
Wait, put it in a bag, babe.
Oh, okay.
I'll open it.
Okay. Oh, that bag is from when I cut my hair.
Is that what's going on?
Do you switch soy sauce? I don't
just
know.
put it on top. It's fine.
Rosalie sounds
Just
like
look
it
up,
sounds like
give
a
me the
Vegas
thing.
thing. Okay.
Just put it there.
I need to wipe the soy sauce off the rim of the toilet. Okay. So in my personal experience, have Michael kiss you and see if you can taste it. But Navigator, it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. I could taste it in the sense in my mouth. It's almost like the scent of the soy sauce was in my mouth, and I can sense it. It's very strange. You're gonna be in Vegas with Robbie. What will he do there? God only knows. But it does. Kim, if Crafton is not allergic to soy, because obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can vouch live that I tasted soy sauce in my mouth from dipping my balls in soy sauce. And this is the kind with the added, it is not the low sodium. So I would suggest trying the high sodium one. Okay. Low sodium maybe would be a little bit less intense. Okay? But it does in fact work. I do in fact need to wash my balls now. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna jump in the shower from here, but I think Michael's gonna jump in there first. So I'm just gonna have to have soy dick until he's done. That was a really good experiment. Thank you for the recommendation. That was fun. But anyways, I gotta go. You could only imagine what it smells like in my pants now, and it's not good. Not good.
Can we try
Say
dipping your balls in peanut butter next? Because then I want to know if I can taste it.
Because you want to lick it off?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds a different website. Oh, just get in the shower together and save some water. Oh, that'd be fun. The shower is going to smell of soy, okay, and Irish Spring. Perhaps it will make him bathe, Kim. No, really. Can you guys, if it's safe, maybe have your male friends that you know do it. The things I did, Rosalie, I think I did that more just out of curiosity because somebody in the chat said, if you dip your balls in soy sauce, can you do that and see if you taste soy? And I can vouch that I did taste soy sauce. And now I'm craving an egg roll, which now my egg roll has soy sauce on it. You feel me? Try the hot water and coffee alone. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that one a different time because I'm doing Thrive today and I don't want to get overly stimulated on caffeine and then have an anxiety attack. And then during that anxiety attack, have anxiety and fear that my dick's going to fall off from soy sauce on it. Question. You're getting your husband down, making him do it. Please. I would love to hear the results and see what they say. I'm telling you, I really did taste soy. I'm not kidding. Okay, I would not lie about tasting soy when I dip my balls in soy sauce. Okay? Anyways, guys, that made you happy? You know what, Angie? That made me really happy as well. That was really, really good time. Okay? Tell him it's all for science. We must know. Yes, we must. Kim, have Crafton get on it. Amy, your man, all of your men. Peach, everyone. Stick your dicks in soy sauce.
Is this your new studio?
No, I was just not moving back, but whatever. All right, guys. Say bye. Love you, and I hope you have a really good day. I need to go to the gym now and after I wash my dick. Bye.
No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances.